but it feels like you got robbed. You know the ball is good when the bad ones strike.
Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids, everyone. A little power outage, a little darker in here. Today we got Barks on the lanes throwing the brand new hammer ball, the NV Tour Pearl. As you may guess, it's just the Pearl version of the NV Tour over here. They got the Obsession Tour core, both of them. The only difference this one's got the HK22 Pearl cover stock. Gotta go with HK. Everything's gotta have HK now. Third ball Barks is gonna throw against is the 3D offset attack. This ball also has HK22 in a Pearl version, but the core in this one is much stronger, much more diff, so we might see a little more action out of the 3D offset attack over the NV Tour Pearl here in the back end. If you go to Hammer's website and you read the little write-up they got, a little bit less oil, probably better for this ball. This one is probably pretty good on the fresh, on a little lighter volumes. It's not going to overreact in the back end. Still going to give you a little mid-lane roll though, and some very good consistency with the low differential here. And then just the Pearl version in this guy. So today Barks is going to be bowling on Route 66. It's a longer oil pattern, but the volume of oil is spread out over a longer distance, so we're going to have a little lighter volume throughout the lane. Balls like these usually look really good on a little lighter volume and thinner oil kind of patterns. All these balls have the same layout, pretty standard and pretty strong for Barks left-handed, always bowling on fresh oil. We got 50 by 4 by 35. Box finish on the NV Tour Pearl, and the 3D offset attack. That's enough from Jungle in here. Let's go see Barks bowl after 2 months off. This should be good.
All right, Barks back again. Oh, we're doing this ball. All right, take two. Barks back again, this time with the NV Tour Pearl. Now, I don't want to start with this one. I want to start with my ball of the year so far, the NV Tour. Now, if you watched the last vid for the Extreme Envy, that ball was hooking a lot. That lane was just real toasty. So we moved over to 28, same pattern, but the ball's getting down the lane this time. So hopefully I can play where I want to play. Get there. Wow, even still that ball wants to hook. That ball's fresh, it's got a lot of teeth in that cover stock, so I'm not surprised it wants to pick up early and really go. Sometimes those really strong balls with the strong cover stocks are not the best on long patterns. They just want to hook too much and too early, and they just run out of gas. Let's find at least a way to hit the pocket on this pattern. Bump a couple more right. That should be good. There we go. Okay, it actually took a very significant move right just to get the ball through the front part of the lane. But I don't want to have to struggle to really push the ball down lane, so let's make a ball change. Let's try that NV Tour Pearl. So this should provide a good complement. Same Obsession Tour core that was found in the original, the Obsession Tour series. A little beefier cover stock than was on the gold ball, stronger additives, and HK22. So we should see more overall hook and also more back end motion. Let's stand in that same spot, because this should float down the lane a whole lot easier. I missed a little bit right on that one, not gonna lie. That ball still got down the lane, didn't want to pick up too soon. That ball still cornered hard, even on a long pattern. I like the end result, but I think we can throw a little better shot. Let's try and feed this one a little further left. That's pretty good. Oof, man, that thing's sharp. Well, that ball ran over the 9-pin, but it didn't get the 8. And if I'm leaving the 8-pin, that means I gotta move right. It's not a big move though, it's only a couple boards. Oh yeah, I missed a little bit left on that one, hit the friction, but that thing corners hard. This ball is doing things that the Obsession Tour Pearl couldn't quite do. That ball motion was a little bit flatter, and that's just a different base cover stock, making all the difference in ball motion. I do like the chrome color. As much as I like the gold and people like gold bowling balls, this one looks really cool. Oh, it's bad, but it's gonna strike. You know the ball is good when the bad ones strike. All right, halfway through the vid, it's question time with Barks. Now, we've got league season starting up. It's an exciting time of year for everyone. Myself, I took a couple of months off. I just needed a refresh. I needed some time away from the bowling center. Now, do you bowl all year, or do you like to take a break in the summer, take a break in the winter time? What's your plan of attack? Let me know down in the comments below. Now there is another HK22 Pearl in that Pro Performance line from Hammer. So let's take a look at that. That's the 3D offset attack. Now this isn't a ball I throw a lot. We don't bowl in a lot of really long patterns, either here or in tournaments. You don't see it very often. This ball doesn't normally come out with me, but I think we're on the right kind of condition. It might look pretty good. It's got a bigger engine, so I would expect more overall hook. Oh, little twisting messenger there. That one definitely picked up a lot sooner. It was a rounder motion. I was kind of surprised by that one. Even though they have the same base cover stock, the additives can sometimes make a difference in ball motion as well. This one seems to kind of round out the back end motion a little bit more. I missed a couple right there into the oil, but as you can see, like when it encounters the friction of the back part of the lane, it doesn't go sideways, it kind of rolls in there. It's more of an arcing motion. We got a couple different Pearl options in that line to give you a couple very distinct ball motions. That's pretty good. If I get the NV Tour Pearl out to that spot, it really kicks and makes it back. That one just rounds it out a bit too much. I can't play that much angle with it. Let's go back to that NV Tour Pearl. I'm gonna feed it a little further left, see if we can kick back where that offset attack didn't quite make it. It's not a bad break if the messenger goes in front, because you didn't kick it out in the first place, so. But it feels like you got robbed. Let's see if we can kick out the 7 this time, on a bad rack. Get there. Oh, no doubt about that one. I am liking what I see. Let's throw another good one. Let's send it home. That was pretty good. Let's send it back to the shop. All right, I'm back from the lanes. Let's talk a bit more about this NV Tour Pearl. Now, I was excited about this one when it was announced because I really like the predecessor in the Obsession Tour Pearl, the Goldie. The thing that ball struggled with was creating a lot of motion down lane. It certainly could get through the front part of the lane, but didn't really have a lot of pop down lane. I think the addition of HK22 cover stock, you definitely see more motion. You can see it out there especially. The shots that I would miss a little bit left and into the friction, they really kicked off hard, where a ball like a 3D offset attack wanted to pick up a bit sooner and round the corner a bit more. In my opinion, if you're looking at progression as far as when to go to each ball, on the fresh, obviously the NV Tour, you got a lot of oil in the front part of the lane. Before that breaks down, you want the ball, it's gonna read a bit earlier and kind of give you more predictable back end motion. But I think the ball to go to immediately is not the NV Tour Pearl, it's actually a 3D offset attack. It gets a couple feet further down the lane versus an NV Tour, and that ball motion is more of an arcing motion. It's not really sharp. We did see that out of the NV Tour Pearl here, so I think this would be the ball for when the fronts are really gone, you get a lot of burn. This ball can float down the lane and give you a lot more motion in the back part of the lane. So as far as who is it good for, I think if you're a rev dominant player, two-hander especially, this can be one of the stronger balls in your bag. Maybe not the strongest, but certainly something that you can go to later that's a good shiny asymmetric option that isn't gonna hook off the lane or hook too sharply. For someone like myself, it's definitely something that fits in the lower part of my bag. If you're looking at a 6-ball arsenal, it's probably ball 4, ball 5. It's gonna allow me on the left side to play a little bit straighter and not have to move so far into the pattern where I'm a little bit uncomfortable. For me, straighter angles have always been preferable, and this is gonna keep me a little bit further left, a little bit straighter up the lane. Some final thoughts. There's a lot of hype surrounding this ball when it came out. Obviously that chrome color is really gonna pop, but to me it lives up to the hype. The shape that this ball creates is something that's been missing in the Hammer line. There haven't been a lot of balls recently that create a really sharp ball motion, and this is gonna complement that entire line very well. Thanks everyone for watching. If you're in the market for a new piece of equipment, new pair of shoes, maybe a new NV Tour Pearl, head to shop.bufabowling.com and use our promo code JungoBarks to save 10% off your order. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next vid. Get there. Wow. That should be good. There we go. Oh. That's pretty good. Oh, push. That's pretty good. Oh. That might get there. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's bad, but it's gonna strike. Get there. Get there.